All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AMPLive, AMPLive Media, the American Mentee Program, coming to you live today for the AMPLive Real Estate Show. I'm going to be your host for the next 30, 40, 45 minutes or so, maybe sooner, depends on what transpires here at the end of the day. But this is all about the 30 days, the AMPLive 30-day challenge, okay? I'm going to be putting on these spectacles back and forth. I'll be your host of the AMPLive Real Estate Show. Powered by AMPLive Media, a broadcasting media and marketing company, sponsored by VIPeXecs Realty, Lending and Investments, and Luxury Properties. We're going to have some of those links as well, as we'll be kind of tapping in and sharing some of those links on where you can find properties. You can get a free account and all that other good stuff, right? And we're going to be talking about VIP. We're going to talk about the 30-day challenge. We're going to talk in a second. Let me do this for a second. We got to put that on mute. There we go. All right. Always live and uncut. There we go. Right. So there it is. I had YouTube open, so it was talking. I can hear everything I was just saying. So always live and uncut. Obviously, rocking and rolling here. We're live inside the studio. So I'm going to share these things. Got the air blowing, has some music rolling. I'm not sure what's in the background. Let me see. We got some stuff rolling. Okay, cool. Lights all good to go. It's the AMPLive 30-day challenge. 30-day challenge, the path to your first deal. Our next several real estate deals is what we're going to talk about. Now, obviously, been going live for a while here. My name's Eric Jimenez of AMPLive Media, broadcasting media and marketing company that powers us and what we do, as well as others and mentees that we worked with in the past, future and present, or future, present, and past. We thank you for all that entrusted us throughout the years. Been doing this for a while, and it's one of the only true one-on-one mentoring programs of its kind. But we're not going to talk too much about that right now. That's only for the people who are either gotten beat up in the industry, spinning their wheels, spent $500,000 to $50,000 plus, and still spinning their wheels, and they're like, "Man, why am I not rocking deals? What's happening? I don't still understand." I mean, we've had people come aboard and they spent $25,000 on some, real estate courses with some, big names where they just put their name on it. And, there's 6 to 12, 13 months later. So they're going, shit, I still don't know how to wholesale, right? I still don't understand any of this shit. Or I've been on a live for 3 questions, never got my question answered, or it's just 3 hours of don't know what the fuck's going on type shit. Now, I get it, because these are usually business people or side hustle, or or even if they're doing it 100%, right? It's watching videos, it's not doing. So enough of the learning. Hey, if you have some base, then hey, we want to talk with you. That would be for the American Mentee Program. We'll post it towards the end. It's 50% off right now for the first quarter until the first quarter's over for March Madness, right? So we're keeping and scaling back, the entry fee and the investment from 2025. We're going to roll it into 2026, but the end of this quarter, end of March Madness, it's obviously going to double because we are not weeding out the program. We're just being more selective to making sure that we work with quality people, business owners, or people who really, really want to be in the real estate investment circle or arena, and then the creative real estate investing part, right? Yes, we'll show you how to build a wholesale company, a real estate investment company, buy and hold. It doesn't matter what your flavor is. Been doing this for a couple of decades now. So I'll go ahead and put my mug up here so you can actually see my face, which I always like. There we go. Okay. So we can see eye to eye, Imano, whatever, how you want to call it. And you can say, hey, look, this guy real? Is he not real? Does he really care? Is this what I'm looking for? So I'm not here to sell you on that, but I am here to share the 30 days to a deal challenge with you. But if you are interested, hit the chat over on that side down below. Hit the chat. This is being streamed live on several social media platforms, but prominently on YouTube. So we're going to be rocking YouTube for a duration now, and even running some of their ads. And we've been doing some Facebook stuff, but they're a pain in the ass sometimes, with their little quirks and algorithms and shit. And obviously a lot of whiners too, right? That whine and cry, and it affects your account. So we'd have one that was being recommended, then something got posted on a you can't control everything, got posted on another group, and oh my God, it's this and that, probably because it had a shit link in it. Who knows? You just got to be smart about those things anyways, right? Who gives a fuck? We keep rocking and rolling. We keep moving forward. I got my chai tea right here, boom, boom, and the beats of love, right? And my super drink, as well as a few other things. So health is definitely, since got sick several months ago, just, it was a little flu. But man, oh man, was it a rock and roll. We're not talking about that shit, but you never get sick either. So, it is what it is. Shit floating in the air or whatever. But you got to stay healthy, right? So you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. Well, let's talk about rock and rollness, okay? Let's talk about March Madness, March rock and roll madness, rock and roll real estate madness. I'll be your host today for the AMPLive Real Estate Show, powered by AMPLive Media, a media broadcasting and marketing company. Excuse me. Marketing company, always live and raw. That's the beautiful, lovely thing about this. And then when we need to cut it out, we'll cut it. We'll do whatever we need to do and monetize it. And that's where a little team does what they need to do for social media and all that beautiful, lovely stuff. So let me see what we got here. See, we're going to rock and roll. Now, if you need to post anything, definitely do. If you want the link, the private link, and you want to join, you can. If you got something, the good, the bad, and the ugly, all real estate related, then definitely do so. We'd love to hear from you. Let me see, make sure I copy the link. I'm not going to put it in the chat unless you request it. Say, hey, I want to jump on this call. You're willing to share your mug or whatever, and let's talk about those real estate stories, okay? But what I'm going to get into today, some PSAs, some March Madness promos. Obviously, if you're looking for that one-on-one love and you've been beat up in the industry, spent some money, and you're like, man, you're ready to give up, guys and gals, don't. I'm telling you right now, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But the key is, yes, everybody starts off as a bird dog, and there's terms. Everybody says potato. Everybody says a pre-foreclosure, foreclosures. Everybody has their termination, or I should say, their names and acronyms for things. Everybody has a little bit different view of what they are. Mine are what they are, and I'll share them with you, whether you like them or not. It's okay. But, I'll start off with bird dog. A bird dog is just someone who goes out and says, look, I'm a real estate investor. Go out and find me a deal. Go out and find me a deal. I don't care. Find me the ugliest house on the freaking block. And for purposes of this trading and video and just everything, we're going to talk about single family. Can it be done with commercial? Yes. Can it be done with multifamily? Yes. Can it be done with land? Yes. Can it be done with freaking RV parks, like Pace and all them guys do and everything, right? Everything. It can be done with any type of real estate. Shit, it can be done with cars. It can be done with anything, right? That's creative real estate investing, right? Creative real estate investing is what we're going to share with you, but we're going to share a few things: wholesale 101 and creative real estate 101 for if you got a little bit more experience. We're going to be teaching both of those things in the field here in Southern California. But for the 30-day challenge, 30 days to a deal challenge, your next deal is all across the United States of America. It doesn't matter where you're at, because we mentored and trained tons of people throughout the United States of America. I talk to thousands of people every year, and it's doable, right? Thanks to this and technology, right? We are there on the phone with you. We're locking up deals with you. And I'm going to tell you a story or two from a couple of mentees that rocked and some that didn't rock. At the end of the day, doesn't mean the program is not rocking and rolling. It all comes down to you, right? I stand for truth, and this is what it's all about. That's why when God said, hey, let's rock and roll about back in, 12, 13 or something like that, and we launched it, AMPLive in 2016, was just for those purposes, okay? So check this out. 30 days to a deal challenge. Let's get back to bird dog. What the hell is a bird dog? Well, bird dog is just that. When I started, I said, hey, go out and find me the ugliest house on the block. Send me the address. If you have a telephone number, I'll pay you more. But if you just have the address and some pictures, that'll be wonderful, okay? Email them to me. And you stack them. Eventually you become a bird dog, and someone's going to pay you $250 to $1,250. It's called a referral, right? And you don't have to be a real estate agent or any of that good stuff. The real estate investor is a private entity, so they can pay you whatever they want. Shit, they can pay you $10,000. They can pay you $100,000, but it's anywhere from $250 to $1,250 at least. That's what we would pay back in the day, and even now a little bit more. But others would only pay $250 to $500. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. At least I get started. I can go out and find houses. I can start learning how to break down deals, know what the value of that property is to an investor. Therefore, I can start going, maybe I should start taking some of these down, right? Then after you become a bird dog, you become what's called a wholesaler, okay? When I got started, there was no thing called wholesaling, right? It was just Creative real estate investing, buy a house for $10 to $100, good credit, no credit, right? Too damn long, success. Not as sexy, right? That sounds technical. That sounds worse than getting a real estate license. I don't want to do that. How am I going to do that? I don't have any money. What does this all freaking mean? Okay. So I was like, I like that shit. That means the competition is less, right? So these people are afraid of that, and they're going to go over here and get a license and then never do real estate investing, but feast or famine and just list properties and work with buyers and work for a brokerage and get a commission. And they take their commission on shit. Or I can go over here and say I can control my own commission, control my own deals, control the investors, control everything about my situation there. I can make more money. Okay. I just wanted, because when I got into the business, I just wanted to hold. I figured, hey, I would fix and flip, get some money in the bank. And then I started, and then buy and hold those, and start building my portfolio, build a legacy. Like everybody that I talk to wants to build a legacy for their family. They want to have freedom for their families and everybody out there, right? That's the goal. That's the American dream to a degree, right? Now, real estate isn't for everybody, as they say, right? Because if it was easy, everybody would freaking do it. Everybody would be an internet marketer. Although I will say, when I've had discussions with some of my associates and even family and my buddy and even my wife and everybody, right? Like, you know what? This is the easiest time to make these young millennials. Why? Because they're smart, they're savvy, and they grew up on this shit, right? We didn't grow up with this shit, right? Even we boomers, right? So you should be able to go online, become an internet marketing, be able to sell a turd online and make money. Okay, you got all kinds of ways to make money, right? Before you fucking be shit job, right? That sucked. And I did it because, hey, I got married, had to have kids. I figured that's the only way, go to college or not. What do I do? I was like, you know what? Fuck, man. But always the entrepreneur spirit came back. I got to have a business, I got to have a business I could build and then hand off to the family or sell off if they don't want it, right? What do I do? And at the same token, when I played rock and roll when I was younger, I was growing up and I want to be a rock star and all that good stuff. And, I play rock and roll, get signed to a major label, blah, 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 blah. So, man, where am I going to put all my money? First thing always came just from studying, maybe some common freaking sense, is real estate. Real estate is the jam, right? Put my money in real estate, put my money in real estate, put my money in real estate, residual, passive income. Then figure out how I can have some business residual income. So it's always been the same. Everybody thinks the same, even if they say they don't at the end of the day, but it's need the key to unlock that door. So, after being frustrated in my job of 12, 14, up the corporate ladder and all that good stuff, just a little history on me, I decided, you know what? I don't like that real quick. I want to change that. 1 second. Captions. There we go. That down better. AMPLive Real Estate Show with your host, Erick Paul. You can hashtag Get Erick Paul Live, hashtag Get Erick Paul Live. The art of the deal, creative real estate investing in the AMPLive method to hear more, to learn more, and all that beautiful stuff. You see all my videos out there. I'm sure there's hundreds, if not thousands, of videos that are out there floating around on social media. You can go to any of the social media platforms and get some information. But let's get back to Bird Dog. Everybody starts off with the Bird, and then they turn into a wholesaler, right? I didn't know there was a wholesale. I fell into wholesaling by going, hey, I got deals, trying to get money. I couldn't get money from the bank. Private money cost too much. Say, man, I still got to put money down. I still got to do this. Still got holding costs. Still got to fix and flip the property. And I'm like, shit, I'm stuck. I'm like stuck in a corner going, fuck, what the fuck do I do? And God was with me. Kept on rolling. After, knocked down one wall, knocked down another one. And then I had these deals locked up. I go, man, there's some money here. What can I do? Lend me the money. Let me fix it. Hey, you, let's do a 50-50 split. You do the deal, and I will fix it and flip it and cut you a check back. But I didn't have any experience fixing and flipping. So it was like all the investors started saying, why don't you just sell me the deal, young man? I'll give you $10,000. I'm like, what? What do you mean? How could you do that? I don't have control of the property. I mean, I don't own it. You can sell the paper. Every contract is assignable. So what does that mean? So I had to research, check it out, figure it out, talk to an attorney even, right? My last $150, even on the contracts, last $150, Yeah. Can I use these and not get in trouble? Yeah, sure, no problem. Let me fix this. No, I don't have no money. Thank you. 10 minutes in, boom, out. Long story short, just kept going, shit. Okay. How does that work? Once I figured out that I can assign the contract, and even contracts can be written on a fucking napkin, as long as there's a meeting of the minds and there's some money exchange and all that good stuff, you can do a deal on a freaking napkin. Napkin deals are true and have been done in the past, believe it or not. It's no hype, no bullshit. I know people who have done those. I'll just leave it at that. And the assignment agreement. So I said, okay, I'll figure it out. I'm going to get a contract. I'm going to sign the contract over to these people or to these investors. But what's funny is that I went after the deals first. I put an apparatus together to, find sellers. They find me online, and I'd have to door knock and have to go call. I ran ads, and then they would go to the website, fill out the information. I'd call them back, speed the lead, get to the questioning, hammer them out. And what we call the mission is the submission nowadays, right? Get that submission, submit it, boom, qualify them, call them back, requalify them, set the appointment to make sure that they were serious. If you're serious about selling your property, then, hey, they'd come back, well, how much can you sell my property for? Just make me an offer. I said, look, I can't do that, right? And when you bought that property, did you just say, I'll take it without going and looking at it? No, right? Now, a lot of people are doing that, right? Now, if it's a fucked up house and it makes sense, 50 cents on the dollar, 40 cents on the dollar, so no freaking brainer, lock that son of a bitch up and then go see it, right? That's what contingencies are for, right? But other than that, and you can, there's a lot of people throwing, spaghetti at the wall. Boom, we got to do 5 offers a day or 50 offers or 100 or 500 a month. Yeah, you'll get some deals. But that's one way, what I call verticals. Every vertical of marketing works if you hammer and focus on those things. Same token, they will each create a department over time. Boom, 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 boom. And you're going to have several, like many marketing machines, or I should say many departments or many. Like think of Walmart, right? Walmart and Supercenter is a supercenter. They have grocery, they have electronics, they have clothing, they have home and gardens, and they got everything, right? All those are what's called little mini stores, and the manager is responsible over that income of that electronic store, whatever it may be, and then the employees and the schedules. So they're like stores within a store. The same thing, same concept that I took when I got started several years ago and going, that's how my business is going to be. And have processes and systems along with marketing. Now, here's a secret that Walmart never markets. They don't have to, right? Why is that? I'm not going to get into that right now, but I'll share that with you later on and maybe some other lives. But we'll move to the next one here. What we got? Now, this is something that's coming up, but I'm not going to get into right now. We'll talk about it in a second. So wholesaling. So the investors kept saying, you know what? Hey, I want you to sell me the deal. So that's what I started doing. I started stacking my deals, building my investors that came to me because of the deals that I had, and then promoting them because I promote them on my websites. People would see them for whatever reason. I guess I was like in first page of Google for my area and all that good stuff, right? With my 2 websites, one website for sellers, one website for inventory, because that was my great idea. I said, I'll populate this with inventory. I don't care where I get the deals. And over here is going to be sellers. Sellers and investors are going to go over here and put in their information. Buyers and rental owners are going to put in their information, lead generate. Then over here, when I lock up the inventory, I put the inventory on this side with pictures and all that other good stuff. And investors would see that, brokers would see that, agents would see that. And that's how I got my deal sold, right? By them calling me. And that's the same principle how we do today to a degree. And it's out there. There's several ways of doing it. But the 30 days to a deal challenge is very simple, right? We're going to take those little basic elements, the fundamentals, right, to help you get a deal. We're going to iron out anything that you've learned before. If it's on point, we'll keep it, modify it, download it into your brain so we can move forward. If it's bullshit, then we're going to squash it, eliminate it, reprogram, right, and then move forward to rock those deals with you, right? It happens every time. So a lot of people like, oh, look, there's only a couple of ways to underwrite a deal, right? And other people go, oh, I'm on YouTube, and this is from past mentees who just don't listen. Until they do listen, until they get their aha moment and go, oh, thanks, Eric. Now I understand what the hell you're talking about, right? And I say it all the time, right? But they'll be like, hey, I was on YouTube, I was on TikTok, and they said there's different ways that you can break down these deals. Yes, there is. There's a handful. But you want to stick to the ones that look. marketing, CMA, comparable market analysis, right? Stick with, and then if you want to mess with it, the other ones go, you can do it. There's other little things that people do, right? With square footage and, how much they make and all that bullshit, right? But if you do it like a real estate agent or a broker and get a comparable market analysis, get 3 properties, compare them, make sure the rooms are what they are, the square footage is what it is, the land, the demographics, the lot, where it's located, all those things are super important to an appraiser, right? But when you're doing a CMA, you want to make sure that you have those comparables. Those are going to help you to figure out what your after repair value is. What is the value of this property? What am I buying it for? What's the spread? And where is the spread? And where's my money at? And can I still have enough to sell this to an investor who wants to fix and flip or buy and hold, right? Those are 2 different types of investors, which I'm not going to get into right now. And then that's the first one. The second one is, yes, an appraiser. Our goal is to get you as good as an appraiser without having to get a license. You have to be an apprentice or any of that bullshit. Spend years and years becoming an appraiser, right? For $400, $500, $600, $700 a pop. Fuck all that. That's a place for, hey, I respect them. It's great. We need them to a degree or whatever. The banks need them anyways. We don't need them. But it is what it is, right? So then you want to do the same thing. What's an appraiser going to do? The same thing. They're going to look at the demographics. They're going to look at the area. They're going to look at the condition. They're going to look at the comparable market analysis. They're going to look at what's inside the property, what has permits, what doesn't have permits, all that good stuff, title issues, everything, right? Not to a degree. And they're going to look at everything, and they're going to have an appraisal of what they think that property is valued at. Banks use them because they want to know what they can lend on. Now, here's the thing, right? We do both, and we teach both, right? Anything more than that, you're not going to need, okay? Those are the 2 ways that you need to be looking at TikTok and YouTube trying to figure that shit out. You're just going to spin your wheels. You're going to make shit harder for you, right? When you're ready to rock and roll and the mentor's ready to rock, hey, they've been through it, right? If you've never been through it, then why question the shit? You have to have that leap of faith. You have to have that trust. And you have to know that we're here for your best interest at the end of the day because we want to make money. That's the one-on-one program. That's how that works. Now, 30 days to a deal challenge, doesn't matter. We're still going to treat you like if you're a mentee of some sort, right? Okay? Even though there's a difference here in what we're talking about. But our interest is, yes, deals, and our reputation on the line to make sure that these deals get done, especially if you're at the forefront when you're talking to some of these sellers, right? So 30 days to a deal challenge is put together for that purpose, right? You want to learn those things, right? You got to learn how to break down those deals. Very simple. It's not hard. I'll learn some role play so you know what to say to the sellers magically, right? I call them the 3 magical questions, which I won't get into yet. But 3 magical questions to qualify those sellers. We roll through it in 3 simple steps, right? The mission is the submission. The more submissions you get, the more money you're going to make. Even when the ones that don't close, even when the ones that don't show up, guess what? There's follow-up. Money is in the follow-up. Magic is in the follow-up. I hate using the word magic, but sometimes it feels like that. And all of a sudden, 30 days later, they're either calling you back and you're working out a deal, or you're following up on Mindset Money Monday and you shoot them an offer or say, hey, you still interested in selling your property? Yeah, didn't close. Oh, sorry to hear that. Okay. Let's move forward, lock up the property, and you got yourself a deal, right? Now, sounds easy. Sounds typical because it is, right? When you're in the business, you know these things. And if you're experienced, you're going to know these things, right? I'm going to go through some of these slides down here and they're going to share some stuff with you because these are things I'd like to share with you today. I'm going to look at the clock, see where we're at, how much we got in here. We're already at 23 minutes, so I won't take up much more of your time. But this is on the 30-day challenge. I'm going to roll this up here. AMPLive 30-day challenge, right? It's 30 days to a deal challenge. Your path to your first deal are several deals. Super important. Now, I'd like to invite you to Erick's Creative Real Estate Domination Live Networking Meetup. You can sign up there. I believe there is let me see. I think I can share it with you. I might have it up. I'm not sure. Have something free for you too as well. Surfing for deals. Okay. Maybe I don't have it up here. It's okay. But you can go there. It's webinars.amp-live.net. Webinars.amp-live.net. You can sign up there. That's going to be on Wednesday, March 18th. Wednesday, March 18th. Maybe I'll put it in the chat. So it would be Wednesday, March 18th, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. You can get the link and rock with us. We're going to talk about dominating your area. Basically, we're talking about AMPLive, the American Mentee program, how you can dominate your area, what you need to do to dominate your area, how to kick some ass in your area, and be the go-to person in your designated area. Okay, so I'm gonna move over here. Back to this. Yes, you can stand. You can join Real Estate Domination Live right there. Also, thank you to our sponsors, VIPeXecs, Realty, Letting, and Investments, Step into Excellence, and Luxury Properties. If you have a license and you like to hang with us, definitely give me a chat, reach out, and I'll connect you to the broker or to our broker so you can rock and roll maybe on our team. Or at the same token, if you're looking for a deal, if you're looking to sell your luxury properties not selling, give us a holler. We'll get them sold, right? Maybe you're a buyer and you're going, man, I need somebody to help me find a property because it's already been 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I've been to several agents. Nobody's found me a house, anything good, no deals. Same token, we can help you with the lending part, right? That's why it's Realty, VIPeXecs, Realty Lending, right? And investments if you're looking for investments. But if you're looking for your forever home, we can help you. Millennial, if you're looking for, I don't think I could buy a property. Yes, they can help you. We can help you with all that good stuff, right? As well as searching for properties, absolutely free. You can search everything on MLS, as well as getting on our VIP buyers list. So you get some of those properties before they go to the general public. That's like one of the keys there. You find awesome deals and help you with the loan. If you're an investor and you need private money, hard money, all that good stuff, or you go in traditional and say, man, I'm going to buy all these. I can buy up to 10 properties based on my income and all that good stuff. Hey, we'll help you with all that too. All right. My lips is going to get all red. I'm going to go ahead and put these back on. We're going to rock and roll, but I believe there is a link down below that you can jump on for the 30 days to a deal challenge. So for March Madness, we got some promos, 30 days to a deal challenge to your next deal and your next deal. Okay. Awesome. Take advantage of that. Okay. As well as the 5-day door rocking challenge. What the hell is door rocking? Well, I'll tap into that a little bit, right? If you're in Southern California, you can work with us exclusively in our area. All 4 counties, Los Angeles County, San Bernardino County, Riverside County, and Orange County, to be able to door knock with us. We'll have a team lead, drive you out to the field with us, and it'll be a team lead where they'll have about 100 leads, right, of pre-foreclosures, because we're going after distressed properties. It could be probates, vacants, NODs, but you're going to be 100 there. We're going to go hit those doors, and then we're going to paper up the block. We're going to post it and all that good stuff, do the Post-its and all that good stuff. And you're going to be able to track all your leads, right? And we'll have some, have some shirts and hats and all that good stuff. There'll be free training at our office or at a restaurant, right? So there'll be every opportunities to win some actual money for getting the first appointment, getting your first deal and all that good stuff. We're going to be doing splits based off. There'll be a tier-based door knocking program where, hey, if you do this, you get paid this. If you do this, you get paid this. You get 3 of these, you do this. So eventually you can actually do what? Rock yourself into a wholesaling deal with us, or rock yourself into a creative real estate fix and flip or buy and hold type deal. Okay. And we're going to talk to you about those things, but you got to come out and visit with us and we'll share how that works. Very easy peasy. Earn, learn. At the end of the day, what do you have to lose? You got some free food, made some friends, and you learned a little. Or maybe you're like, I already know this shit. That's cool. But for me, I've learned humility over the last decade of saying, look, I never used to ask for help. I would never ask for help. I'll figure this shit out myself, and it took me a lot longer. Although I got lucky, thanks to God, by knocking down that wall when I was rocking and rolling from a bird dog to a wholesaler to fix and flip and buy and hold, and creative real estate investing came into my life from meeting my mentor, right? God rest his soul. But I met him by accident because I was already rocking and rolling. I already had a business. I already had a program. I already had systems in place. And I already paid all the motherfucking dues, right, to build all that. But he came along and was able to buy my deals, allow me to roll with them, allow me to work with them. I'll tell you the story one of these days, right? But it was an awesome story. And, I met him. And, as I say, from that time on, everything changed, right? Launched my career into the stratosphere and moved very quickly. And, he helped me with that. He allowed me to do that. I got to see him firsthand negotiate deals, right there at the kitchen freaking table, understand how he's structuring deals, with the bank and the credit unions and the mom and pop banks, rent to own, lease to own, creative real estate investing. I took it a couple levels up and went into subject to existing financing, along with above his seller financing stuff, and just taking down properties, fix, flip, buy, and hold, and all that good stuff. And beautiful, lovely stuff, right? So it came by accident, only because I was ready for it, right? Now, if I wasn't ready for it and I didn't have all those things in place, he wouldn't have worked with me. None of those investors would have worked with me, simply because I already had things in place, right? I had the websites, I had the processes and systems, I had the lead gen, I had the contracts, agreements, and yes, negotiating, my selling closing ratios were very high. They went higher and higher, started out like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%, all the way up to 80%, right? I'll close 8 out of 10 deals. That's from doing it over and over and over and over and over and over. Okay. And that's why you want a mentor to help you with those things, because that person's already went through those things. Like Mr. Hal, he helped me do those things, right? He already went through it, 40 years of experience. So he knew. All I did is freaking piggyback on that, and then took it a couple of levels up, which he said, man, I wish I would have done that shit. I wish I always wanted to learn and build something like that, but didn't have the time. So this is the thing here. You piggyback on that, right? That's all we're going to do here. You can piggyback on us. Wherever you take it, I want you to take it. People say, oh, yeah, we want you to do good, right? Want you to do awesome. Your family says, I want you to do awesome. No, they don't. They want you to do okay, but not better than them. Family says they do, but not all your family. Of course, maybe your mom, because she gave birth to you, right? But or maybe depending on your dad. I don't know. For us, it's always been, we want our kids to be better than us. We want you, even as mentees, to be better than us. Take us to a new level. Because if you're making tons of money, we're going to make money. We got a relationship. It's about networking. That's how I sold most of my deals, right? I even sell them today in the local areas. He's network. Hey, I got a deal. You want it? I'll give you a good deal. You do this, you do this, you do that. The same token, yes, you're going to have, a disposition department, an acquisitions department, a lead generation department, a little lead coordinator, a secretary, department manager, all that good stuff can be built over time. But we're not doing that. It's very simple. 30 days to a deal challenge. That's it. 30 days to a deal challenge to help you get a deal under your belt, or several deals. We're going to rock together, okay? But for that rocking and rolling, door rocking challenge, hey, we're going to supply the leads. We're going to supply the data. We're going to supply the training. We're probably even going to supply you with some food and a little bit of drink, right? Now, obviously, it's going to be a glorious, awesome thing, all right? I don't think anybody's doing that. And if they are, congratulations. But you need to sign up down below. I get it. We keep pushing it. We're going to keep pushing it until we find the right people to go out. I just need a handful of people, and then we're going to go rock. Yes, there'll be some recorded. If you want to be recorded, say so. But if not, we're going to record this stuff live. It's also going to be monetized and, put together to help market the company and what we do, and companies and everything, right? And then people, it's great for you as well, because you get exposure. So that would be the challenge. But for this domination, March 18th, 7 p.m., definitely take advantage of it. We're going to have these live meetups. And if you want to get in the game, you can scan that QR code right up there. It's right at the top. I believe it's over there, right at the top. Boing, boing. You can go right up there, scan that QR code right here to book a call with myself and my team, and we'll touch bases with you, see if it's a good fit. And then at the far right at the top, it says, get in the game. Get in the game. Scan that. Real Estate Domination Investor Meetup presented by AMPLive Media and VIPeXecs team. Learn and discuss creative real estate investing. Learn creative marketing strategies for this market, right? Meet other like-minded and savvy minds who want to dominate, think alike, and want to press ahead in today's changing freaking market, right? Now, obviously, it's all about rocking and rolling and the American Mentee program. And that's why this is designed to do. But you can scan that QR code right there, boink, right there. Scan the QR code, boom, boom, boom. Scan the QR code and book some time. It's free. Doesn't kind. I'll put it right down here. Scan the QR code to book a live. Let's roll. All right. So, as I always say, stop watching deals happen. Start putting yourself in position to get them. Join the 30-day real estate action challenge. I challenge you to do that now. I'm not even sure if I have that. Do I have? Oh, yeah. You can go to AMPLive Media. I believe it is. Let me pull up a caption here. There's a QR code. Oh yeah, right here. Right there, boink. You can get in the game right there. Get in the game. Scan the QR code right there. Get in the game right there. Boink, boink, boink. Limited time. Take action. So when it's gone, it's gone. Also, this is where action takers separate from spectators. The challenge was built to help you move from learning to doing. That's the key word. Now, let me tell you, learning to doing. Spent a lot of time learning, okay? Spent a lot of time building out when I first started. Build the business, build the website, build another website, build my brand, do all the marketing, print my cards, print the postcards, contracts, agreements. How am I going to do this? What is the business supposed to be perceived? How do I want my business? That's what people don't think about. How is my business perceived, right? How are customers going to perceive my business? How are investors going to perceive my business? How is the world going to perceive my business? What is the structure? Am I the owner? Am I a managing officer? Do I work for the company? Yes, I was a managing officer who worked for the company, but didn't make the ultimate decision, okay? That's for the attorney and everybody else and all that good stuff, board of directors and things of that nature, right? So people would think we were a franchise. Well, no, we're not a franchise, okay? Even a nonprofit. No, we're not a nonprofit. We're for profit, okay? So I suggest, this is the key, learn, right, to moving, learn to deals, right? Learn to doing, learning to doing, okay? Move from learning to doing. Super important, right? Because action. Now, if you have that and you have ideas, but we're here to help you. Now, all you need is the basics because we're that good of what we do. We'll help you. You get the basics very quickly, right? You'll learn how to break down deals very quickly. We're going to show you how to do some one-on-one and how to talk to a seller and how to search for deals as well as data that we give you and how you're able to get submissions. The mission is a submission, right? We teach you that in 1 or 2 days, right? When you come aboard as we progress. And there is a method to the madness, right? The first week, second week, third week, right? And then cruising into the fourth week, right? You're going to have deals in your pipeline, right? But you can't give up. People think they get a deal. Oh, I got a deal. I'm done. It's easy. I'm going to get paid. No, you still got to take that deal to the finish line, right? All that means is that quarterback toss that football to you. You caught it. Now you got to take that motherfucker all the way to the end zone. And there's a bunch of sons of bitches that don't want you to get to the end zone, right? That's just life. It's fate, sellers, buyers, things that are going to happen. Their job is to tackle your ass. And then you got to go from, depends if you can run it all the way to end zone, cool, easy peasy, right? They don't know. Some of them work like that, right? The Hail Marys, not all of them. But you're going to start moving and then boom, you get tackled, right? You got to do some shit. You got you got the first, second, fourth, all that shit. And you got to keep on moving till you close it. That's what we're here to do, to help those things make it easier, give you processes and systems to understand and motivate you so you don't get demotivated. Or so when you have something to say, look, you got to do these things. If you don't do them, you're going to lose the deal. You need to go talk to the seller. Now, let me tell you a story real quick, okay, about a mentee who came aboard. Now, this mentee floating around for a couple of years before he actually came aboard, right? He said, man, your follow-up is phenomenal, of course, because that's what we do, right? Duh, right? But at the end of the day, good young man, wanted to do the business, he's in the sales business. Sometimes it's a little harder to, not teach old dogs new tricks, but salespeople are salespeople, right? They think they know it all. They don't have an ego, or maybe they're going to listen, but they don't listen 100%, right? It's kind of like what I call the Medici syndrome, right? Those are usually the Medicis, right? They're just like, man, always moving, do this, do that, instead of, look, just calm down, relax, let's focus, okay? Let's move forward. There's a process. There's a reason why we do these things in the real estate business, but they're always assimilating it to whatever they sold. I said, that's cool. You can assimilate. We're not here to do that. We're here to learn and rock creative real estate investing, okay? Wholesaling, creative real estate investing, fix, flip, buy, and hold, because that's what we're here to do, to build your business, to help you build the business, become the best at negotiating, the art of the deal, or I like to call it the AMPLive method, okay? So I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon, but the reason I'm sharing the story with you is because, look, there's processes in what we're doing. Everything we do is for a reason. Nothing is ever wasted, but some people will go, maybe I can do it this way. Maybe I can do it that way. Well, you got a couple of decades here, and then you got someone who just started days ago, weeks ago, months ago. No, put your faith in your mentor. Do whatever the fuck they tell you to do. and you'll be fine. If you don't, and it gets fucked up, then it's on you, right? That's how we rock the one-on-one mentoring program. Even the 30-day challenge, may be brutal, so it might not be for everybody, right? But we've been in this business long enough to we know we got to wear different hats, right? Some are sensitive, some are not, some are, hey, cool, need kudos and shit. We're there to do that. We're professionals, right? And yes, we like to use the F-bar for me anyways. I like the F-bomb and a couple of S-bombs and shit like that, right? It comes from a place of passion. Anyways, no excuse. Let's get back to the story. Story is that this person, the first time ever, got a deal like within 3 or 4 or 5 days, because we move very quickly, right? Move from the onboarding to breaking down deals to to being able to surf for deals, and then being able to actually get the mission to the submission very quick. So that's cool. Awesome protege, awesome mentee. And we kept moving forward, right? So hungry that met the person at 8 o'clock in the morning going, okay, cool. Yeah, man. I'm like, fuck, you know what time that is down here, right? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't take calls until 7, but we'll go ahead and do it just for you. Let's get that deal. Fuck it. Let's get it. But the thing that didn't happen is or I should say the young man, I built the relationship. There's a reason why I got to get on the phone. He gets on the phone and I get it. Sometimes the salespeople are like, no, I don't need nobody to help me do a deal. Yeah, you do, right? Shut up and work the process. If you got someone who's helping you, shut the hell up and just listen and make it happen, right? There's a reason why it's being done that way, so it can be downloaded into your mind so you can rinse and repeat if you're that badass, right? So the moral of the story is that when we're moving forward, look, you need to build a relationship with the seller. I don't give a fuck. If you're going belly to belly, you need to build a relationship with the seller and the psychological rock and rollness. Now, this seller was a teacher. So the teacher always going to think, well, hey, I'm a teacher. I'm a half-ass professor or some shit. I'm smarter than you and all this good stuff, depending on all that crap, right? No, he's not. I don't give a fuck if we teach for 20 years, but if you're coming up against me for 20 years, I'm going to fucking win. I'm going to fucking create the narrative. I'm going to dictate the narrative, and we're going to lock up the property. Even if it's a little higher or close to what he thinks he's getting, who gives a shit? It don't matter. We're still going to build that relationship to the point where that person has integrity, loyalty, and communication, and they're going to come back and go, if somebody says, hey, I'll pay you $10,000 more for that property, cancel the contract with these jabronis. He's going to say, no, these guys are going to deliver. They're going to work. I'm working with them. I'll tell you what, give me your card and I'll give it to them, right? That's what they're taught to do. That's what we educate them on doing. So then they can give us that information. Now we know that we got a shitbag investor trying to steal our deal. We put them in that black book, and then we know who they are. And if they want to call us, cool. We'll chit chat with them. If they want to buy the deal, work the deal. If not, then we know that their ulterior motives are pieces of shit at the end of the day, right? So stuff like that can happen if you don't build that relationship with the seller. Now, the process is when we get in there, we talk, you walk, we take pictures and videos, we go through a process. And then his job is to get me back on the phone, to solidify, go through the deal, and then we work the deal, close it out, get him to sign, and then we move forward, right? Nothing happening. Hello, you there? Calls me. Oh, well, he had to leave. Already got the contract signed. I said, okay. Overpriced, right? Yeah, a little bit. And then he was dictating the whole scenario there, because he's the one who was in charge by saying I have to leave. No, you leave when we're fucking ready to leave, or we're not leaving a contract, or we'll split, and you can fucking sell it to whoever the hell you want to, right? It's called the takeaway. And I guarantee you the person would have stood there. We stay on the phone, we rock and roll, even if we got to fucking get in the car and drive his ass to work, whatever fucking needs to happen. But we're going to get a deal on our terms, not their terms, okay? Or not his terms. Didn't stay long enough. So he dictated when he has to leave, so he's in control, dictated the price again, and then split. So therefore, that person is not dedicated, is not loyal, has integrity out the shithole town, right? And the moral of the story is, look, that guy, one person was going to tell him, hey, I'll pay you more. And he'll jump on it. He'll make excuses. Oh, you know what? I just forgot to disclose to you that this, and this. You probably don't want the property now. Oh, I gotta go move to Pennsylvania for this and my wife, and I got classes and all that shit, so I'm not gonna be around. Make every excuse, from the dog to the squirrel to their fucking gerbil or whatever the hell they got at the end of the day, right? And shit's gonna hit the fan, right? And that's just the way that's what happens when you don't follow the recipe, you don't follow steps, you don't follow your mentor, because you have the experience. Shit can happen, right? But also it creates a thing in the person's head, right? At the end of the day, Okay, well, you can't do that, right? I mean, I've had deals like that. I've went to properties. I literally went to properties where I know I was not going to get the deal, but I wanted to sharpen my skill set to learn. So I can get to those 80% closing ratios, right? And that's different. I won't do that now, but never say never either, right? Because if you want to sharpen your skill set on a certain type of negotiation, or maybe it's apartment buildings, or maybe it's a new thing for commercial, or maybe it is RVs, yeah, you're going to go just to go so you can learn to become better, to become the expert, to become the best that you can possibly be, right? And if you got somebody helping you, take advantage of that shit, right? So that's my 2 cents there, okay? From that whole line right there, okay? Move from learning to doing. Super, super important. Also, you can join us at the SoCal Meetup. Text 909-341-6629. Text 909-341-6629. And you can meet us, at either be at a restaurant or be at an office location. We'll have a live meetup, some coffee, things of that nature, talk about real estate. Bring your wares, bring your cards, bring your digital, whatever, and network. That'll be here in Southern California, most likely probably like in the San Bernardino, Riverside, Orange County, Los Angeles County, wherever we decide to do these things. Okay, so definitely take that information right there. Absolutely free. I can't copy it, so let me see what we got here. A few more here. We are at 46 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. Get your first real estate deal on motion. If you're serious about real estate investing, the next 30 days could change everything. It's true. Join the 30 Days to a Deal Challenge at www.amplivemedia.com. Go to amplivemedia.com. I think I might have this up here. You can go right here. Where's it at? Register free. Boom. You can register free right there. There's a QR code at the very top. Boink. Go to the very top. Let me bring my mug up here so you can see it. So it's right there. Right there. Scan that QR code, register for free. Go to amplivemedia.com, and register so you can be part of the AMPLive 30 Days to Deal Challenge. Also, you can scan that right there, join now, and join Let's Share Real Estate Investment Deals. That's the Facebook group. Got another goodie for you here. If you're interested in the one-on-one mentoring program, the only program of its kind where we train and mentor you one-on-one exclusively for the next 6 to 12 months, and partner up and rock and roll up to 6 deals, definitely scan that QR code right there. It's a selection process, so not everybody will qualify. But if you do, congratulations. Also right here, I believe I'm going to bring this up, free list of homes. If you're looking for property in Southern California, luxury property, fix, flip, buy, hold, or your forever home, scan that QR code right there. I'm also going to bring it down here when we talk about our sponsors. When we get to that point, I'm going to pull it up right here, I believe. There it is. Scan that QR code right down there. Free home search, investment, property, search, sign up, scan the QR code, courtesy of VIPeXecs Realty, Lending, and Investments. Step into excellence and luxury properties. Scan the QR code right there. All right. So I appreciate you watching. Please like, love, and share if you're getting some information or you like what the content of the show and what we're talking about, because it's not just about, look, what do we have to sell? Everybody has something to sell. Okay. 32 Deal Challenge, yes. One-on-one mentoring program, yes. Is it free? No. Is the door knocking challenge, door rocking challenge free? Yes, it is, right? It's on our dime, our time, our bread, our coffee. Maybe not the restaurant, but it could be the office, right? We're paying for all those things. Even we're going to pay to shuttle your asses out to the house, out to the properties where you can go and rock some deals live in person, right? And you can earn and learn all on our dime. Probably thinking, why the hell we do that, right? Well, we have our method to the madness. I'm not going to get into that right now, but turn leads into deals. No guessing, no confusion, just execution. You hear that? Turn leads into deals. No guessing, no confusion, just execution. Join the 30-day real estate challenge. Go to amplivemedia.com, amplivemedia.com. I like that. Thank you, Mr. Swede, rocking these awesome graphics. Now get in the game. You can scan that QR code right there. Boink. Get in the game right there. Get in the game. Do or die, rock and roll, ride or die, or whatever the hell you want to call it, right? This is an advantage. Take advantage of this, okay? Now, I don't want to come out all hyped up, but it's true. Take advantage of this because no one's going to be there to help you out at the end of the day, right? Nobody's coming to, take you out to your boat, your ship, or whatever. I know people are saying, "Oh, my ship's coming in. My ship's coming in." I always thought about that too. You know, there's cruise ships, right? Do they come to port? Yes, when they're ready to drop off people and pick up people, right? But 9 times out of 10, when they're out there, you know, they don't come to port. They're out there in the ocean. You got to usually take a boat to get to it and go back and forth depending on what the destination is, right? And 9 times out of 10, even if something does come, it's called an opportunity, but you have to be prepared for that opportunity, like I was when I found my mentor. If I didn't do all those things and set all those things in motion, right, and I was rocking deals and had my system and had my processes, none of those mentors would have turned into mentors, because they would have said, "Hey, you know, when you get a deal, you get more experience, come back. You know, I don't got time to train you. I don't got time to babysit you. I don't got time to answer any of your damn questions." But I kind of use some leverage with deals to be able to ask some questions and get some answers, as well as saying, "Can I go with you while you go lock up these deals?" And I learn, and then sat in my car, my minivan, my little office, and document, write it down, processes, systems, document, and then test, and go, "Fuck, this is awesome. I got my own little private Idaho here. A bunch of these jabronis are not doing shit the way I'm doing it." Now, of course, everybody and their mother is teaching stuff out there nowadays, right? But not everybody's I'm not worried about it, because not everybody's going to do it. Not everybody's going to go, "Shit, that's a lot of shit that I got to do to get that." Subject to property, seller financing property, all these videos and things I got. Now, I commend you if you can watch a bunch of videos. Awesome. I had to read. And yes, I watched videos, but they're on CDs at the time. Nowadays, fuck, I can't. It's just, man, it's hard to watch a damn video over and over and over. Shit, you know. But it is what it is. If you really want something, then you'll do it. But you have to believe that the information that you're getting is true to blue, and then testing it and it's real and it happens and it executes, and you know you're on to something, right? If you watch some shit and then you go try it and you try it and it doesn't work, you're like, "Fuck, okay, that didn't work. That sucks." Then you got to look for another one, and that can get tiring, right? It's called burnout, right? Shiny syndrome, shiny object syndrome. I know. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up because we're going into some time here. I'm gonna share all these because I brought them all up and had them all built. So time to hunt deals. No more sitting on the sidelines. Find motivated sellers. Yes. Start real deal conversations, guaranteed. Make investor offers, you bet. Build real estate opportunities. Step into the challenge. AMPLiveMedia.com is where you want to go for the 30 days to a deal challenge. That is your starting point with us. Okay, well, I got, let me see. I'm going to share this with you. Once again, from our sponsors, free home search, scan that QR code, investment property, search, sign up, scan the QR code. I believe here's the, this is a link that you, or a QR code that you can use right there. Scan that QR code. If you want to rock and roll, look, one or two things. You can do 2 ways. You can come out into the field and be part of this, right? Scan the QR code right there. Open the door to rock and roll, free training, sign up, book a live, and all that good stuff. But you click that QR code right there. Okay, click the QR code. And if you're in the field, you get to rock with us. Now, even if you're not, you can be in Texas, you can be in Florida, you can be in Montana, you can be anywhere in the United States of America or the world, and you can what? Stream in live. Okay. You can be a fly on the wall. You can ask questions. You can say, "Hey, what's up with that? Hey, I noticed this and that." Now, obviously, you know, we'll be out there. We'll have to have a moderator moderating shit. Maybe we'll do it in the Facebook group, and we'll go live in the Facebook group, so then we can moderate all these things while we're out in the field. And, you know, but it's not going to be on, you know, the whole term. It'll be on the beginning, probably somewhere in the middle, towards the end. And then a lot of this stuff will be recorded and canned, and then we're going to monetize it and all that other good stuff, and only share it with people in the community. Okay. But you can scan that QR code right there. There's the link to join live in the field, or you can be a fly on the wall. Just get into our little ecosystem. Close fast, win big. March Madness equals deal season. It is deal fucking season. Step into championship mode. Go to www.amplivemedia.com, amplivemedia.com, amplivemedia.com. Let's rock and roll. March is your month. 2026 is your year. We've also got involved with this, the AMPLive Real Estate Show, with your host, of course, myself, Erick. AMPLive TV, always real, raw, and standing for truth, powered by AMPLive Media, a broadcasting, marketing, and media company. I like the jet, like the house, like the cars. Awesome, beautiful stuff. Thanks again for the awesome graphic. It's for the American Mentee Program, as well as VIPeXecs, Realty, Lending, and Investments. Step into excellence and luxury properties, right? Luxury properties are a jam. You make more money. If you got something to sell, or you're looking to buy, or even you need to unload that sucker. We're seeing a lot of pre-foreclosures that are luxury properties where they need to sell. It is what it is. Sign of the times, maybe not, maybe so. It is what it is. Doesn't freaking matter. We look at the opportunity and we move forward. All right, so I'm going to put something up here. Oh, we'll go to the next one. This is cool. I love this graphic. It's awesome. Again, AMPLive TV, always real, raw, and standing for truth. Home of the AMPLive Real Estate Show. Yes, your host, Erick of AMPLive and VIPeXecs. Now, I'm going to drop this real quick. I'm going to actually drop the American Mentee program, like I said, right? But the 30 Days to a Deal Challenge, you can join that for free right now and then move forward. We do have the one-on-one mentoring program that I'll drop at the end of the show here. It's at 50% off for March Madness. After March Madness, after March 31st. No, it's not going to be April Fools on the 1st, but no, it's going to double, and it's going to and it's going to stay at that for 2026, right? So we're leaving at even at 2025. The entry fee was a little bit higher. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and then we do have some other things, but I'm not going to share those with you right now. You can register here for the 30 Days to a Deal Challenge. Go to AMPLive, the American Mentee program, or you should go to AMPLiveMedia.com. Sorry, go to AMPLiveMedia.com. And for March Madness, real estate investors, close deals, win big, dominate your market. This isn't just basketball season. Fuck, hate basketball. But don't take it personal if you're all in love with basketball, right? It's deal season. Make bold offers, beat the competition, and cut down the nets, right? Cut down the nets that are holding you back, right? Cut down the bullshit that's holding you back. It's time to open up. Step into the game at www.amplivemedia.com. Step into the game. It's time. AMPLiveMedia.com, where real estate champions are fucking made. Okay, there we go. Let's rock and roll together. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, see what I got any more goodies for you. I do have the Surfing for Deals. I was going to give you that for free. See if I could find it here. You're Surfing for Deals. Here we go. Where's it at? Get in the game. It's an offer. Oh, I got to put this up here. No problem. For sure. Okay. So instant offer. We buy properties. I just got to share that with you. We do buy properties, or if you got deals and you want a joint venture, or you got deals and they're not selling, send them to us. We'll underwrite them within 24 to 72 hours, whether it's a single family property, commercial property. It could be anything. It could be land. It could be multi-family property, storage units. I don't care what it is. Send it down our way. If it makes sense, we'll get you an offer within 24 to 72 hours. If you're just watching this for some reason, you're going, what is this all about? I want to get into the business, or maybe you're in pre-foreclosure, maybe it's a bankruptcy, maybe it's a divorce, maybe you got a property, you said, I bought some properties that didn't fucking work out, and I'm looking for some new property, or maybe I'm looking for a way to unload it, or whatever it may be. Or maybe you're a new wholesaler, maybe you're a seasoned wholesaler, maybe you're getting back into the game. Doesn't matter. Send your deals down the wire. We'll look at them: pre-foreclosures, probates, fix, flip, buy, hold, rent to own, lease options, subject to existing financing, sub-2, seller finance, you name it, as well as just regular good old cash, hard money loans, and fix and flips, buy and holds, all that good stuff too. Okay, we'll look at everything. Just send it down the wire. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this up here. This is always a good one. AMPLive presents the American Mentee program. Adjust, adopt, or perish, right? Are you a deal closer or a daisy chainer? I know people don't like that or whatever, but it is what it is. Are you a deal closer or a daisy chainer? Hearing a lot of that stuff, social media world, and from other people. Oh, daisy chain. People are daisy chaining. They're doing this, doing that. A lot of whiners for sure. But they're like, what did you expect, right? What did you expect was going to happen? They act like it's new. This shit's been going on for 10, 15 years. With the daisy chains and copy and pasters and all that good stuff. It is what it is. Who cares? It's no different than getting email or spam. Who cares, right? Part of the business. I get text messages because I signed up for shit. Who cares? I get it. People want to complain about it or say who gives a shit and just do business. Just roll. Just be more selective. You have to vet every buyer. You have to vet every investor. You have to vet, yes, even your sellers. We vet sellers. That's one thing we do differently, right? We qualify the seller to see if they're going to be a good fit for this. If they're not, then let them go, right? They will qualify themselves with a couple of red flags. We do that on purpose. After the third red flag, boom, we'll see you later. We're probably not the company for you. Good luck to you. You have a good day. And we go silent. Total silence. Wait. Hey, did you hang up on me? No. Are you ready to move forward? Boom, boom, boom. They either move forward or they don't. We hang up, beep, and we move forward. That's it. Let some other investor deal with the knuckleheads, okay? And yes, I could say that. I don't care if I was a real estate agent or a broker, I'm going to say it, right? Human beings can be knuckleheads. Human beings can be indecisive. Human beings, I get it. And they're in a situation, if they're in a stressful situation, then we have empathy for them. It's called the golden rule. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Pick your wars, pick your battles. They treat you great, treat them great. They treat you like shit, then you got to decide, do I move on? Do I give them a couple of chances? I understand they're going through some stuff. Or do I squash them and move on? Right? That's just the way life is. That was funny to me. Sorry. All right. I crack myself up sometimes, right? So I'm going to move forward here. Creative Real Estate Investing Domination Live Network Meetup. That's going to be March 8th. I think I put it in the chat. March 18th. March 18th, 7 p.m. That's on a Wednesday. Let's rock and roll together so you can dominate your area. Let's rock. 30 days to a deal challenge. March Madness promos. 30 days to a deal challenge. Okay. 5-day door rocking challenge as well, out in the field with us or be a fly on the wall. We also, I've almost forgot, friendship deals. That's our third promo here. It's friendship deals. If you don't want to build a company, you don't want to build a real estate company, a brokerage, or a real estate investment firm. You have investment money and you just say, you know what, I'm making this awesome money. I like my career. I love my lifestyle. I just want to figure out where I can invest. Then you can cut a check. We will fix and flip and buy and hold the property or whatever it may be. And then our goal is to get you a check back. That's it. Rinse and repeat 2 or 3 times a year. Maybe a rocking and rolling. And you might get the bug and want to come aboard in a bigger aspect or a bigger position or situation. Don't matter. Or you can just keep on rocking and rolling for years to come. Beautiful, lovely thing. We call them friendship deals, right? Friendship deals. Okay, so we'll definitely have a chit chat. You can scan the QR code right there if you want to hear more about that, because that's what that Creative Real Estate Domination Live Network networking meetup is going to be about. I'm also going to put this QR code here so you can book some time with myself and my team if that's interesting to you. I'm going to go ahead and where's that at? Right here. Where is it at? There's so much stuff here. It's awesome and beautiful. All right, maybe it's up here. Here we go. Get in the game. Facebook. Oh, that's the groups. Where'd it go? In the game instant. Where is my mug? Right there. That it? Nope. That irritates me now. I really got to find it now. Okay. Don't know where it's at. Should have been right at the top. Captions? No, should be a QR code. Where'd it go? Is that it? Maybe that's it. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, there it is. Duh. It's under live sales. Oh, okay. Erick. So book a call, a breakout call with myself right there. Scan the QR down below for your friendship deals. Friendship deals. If you got it, doesn't matter. I'm not going to get into it too much, right? But if you're, it could be anywhere in the United States of America or Southern California. We got a property where there's going to be single family, commercial property, whatever's needed. You fill in that gap, you cut a check, we fix, flip, buy the property, sell it, buy, hold it, whatever it may be, whatever the exit strategy is based on creative real estate investing and agreement. And then we cut a check back to you, or maybe checks in, for duration of the project, depending on if it's buy and hold or if it's going to be multifamily, is it going to have the exit strategy in 2-3 years, or is it something very quick, right? Within the next 30, 60, 90 days, in, out, boom, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Then we go what? We do the, we roll your money 2 or 3 times based on your investment. Okay. So that's a lovely thing. Let me see if we got anything else here. All right. Join. Nope. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next one here. I'm going to introduce you to myself, Miss Elizabeth, VIPeXecs, Realty, Lending, and Investments, AMPLive Media. Do specialize in obviously your forever home and all that good stuff that you're looking for as a brokerage, lending, traditional lending, private lending, and all that good stuff. We have access obviously to that for the last couple of decades. So at least you know that if you go and get qualified for a refi, maybe just pull out some cash to buy some more properties, it's going to get done. If you're looking to purchase a property or forever home and negotiate that stuff, it's going to get done. If you're looking for a loan with the best interest rates and all that good stuff, and someone's going to fight for you, going to get that done. Or maybe it's listing your property. So look, I need to get this property sold. It's taking forever, the pricing and all that good stuff. We'll do everything that needs to be done, from the staging of the house to getting it sold, to networking, to promoting the property, to getting it sold, right? Even the luxury properties, same thing. There's a lot of luxury properties that are not selling. And for whatever reason, hey, we'll be able to help you get that done as well, okay? And then we bring, obviously, AMPLive Media, the broadcasting media marketing company, and the investment side of things with VIPeXecs Realty, lending and investments, and luxury properties. So we're dealing with investments, so like short sales, pre-foreclosures, right? We're dealing with REOs. You know, all those things are on the table. Vacant properties, distressed properties, divorce properties, all those things we bring to the table. But you have to get on the VIP buyers list for those type of deals, right? If you're looking for those type of deals. Now, obviously, you can get access and free access to the MLS and all that good stuff to hunt properties, work deals for your forever home or investment property or whatever it may be. At the same token, we have the investment side of the business where you can become a VIP buyer and get access to properties before they come out to the general public, right? Those will go directly, be part of the VIP buyers list, right? So if it's in your area, in San Bernardino, Riverside, maybe it's Southern Cal or Los Angeles or Orange County, and you're looking for deals, let's say, for example, in San Bernardino, you're going to get access to those deals when they come down the wire first, where you'll be able to purchase those properties, all right, at a discount, at a wholesale discount. And even if you need money for the hard money, or maybe we're going to share with you and say, hey, you got $300,000-$400,000. Well, instead of buying 1 or 2 fix and flip properties, we're going to show you how you can buy 5, right? By using creative real estate investing methods and using the art of the deal and the AMPLive method. It's called leverage, to be able to use less money to be able to buy more and have better profits. Now, the profits are astronomical when you do those type of things, okay? I won't get into that right now. But as you can see down below, and bringing all these things to the table, the AMPLive one-on-one mentoring program, it's 6 months one-on-one mentoring. You can get a hold of me. We'll touch base one-on-one for sure, see if we're a good fit. Right now, it's only 50% off. That's right. Now, I'll even say it's $11,189. $11,189 right now. Yes, it's for 6 months of one-on-one mentoring, but we're going to boost it up to 12 months. So 12 months one-on-one mentoring. It is a done with you, done for you program. It's usually what people have to pay their $19,000. It's $19,000 for done with you, done for you. What does that even mean? Done with you means we're going to rock deals. I'm going to rock deals with you. Our team's going to rock deals with you. We're going to help you with that, right? Where it's downloaded into your mind, your subconscious mind, until you become the professional, until you get your aha moments and go, okay, damn, I get it now, right? So then you're self-sufficient to be able to go and negotiate deals so we can get your closing ratios higher and higher and higher, so you can actually build a business and structure the business with acquisitions, dispo, lead coordinator, lead generator, right? Even if you're going to hire someone to run your office and all that good stuff, right? And then done for you is not, we're not going to do deals for you. It doesn't work that way, right? We're going to probably do maybe 90% of the work, most likely in your first or second deal. After that, you're going to be doing more work, but done for you means the system's in place, right? We're going to give you the CRM. We're going to help you set up the CRM and the websites and all that good stuff, right? The lead generation part. We're going to be able to, yes, show you how to get the data and put in the data and work those data and work the data with a ringless voice message, emails, text, everything. You can do direct mail if those are the things that you want to do. Facebook marketing, pay-per-click, and things of that nature, depending on where you want to scale up your business. But those are all the things that come down the wire, and I've decided to do that for March Madness only, because usually it's a done with you program where it's $11,189. We just get together and then we tell you, hey, here's a handful of CRMs you can go to, ones that we've already vetted and we know that are the best, 1 or 2, data, all that good stuff. Then you actually have to go and set that up for you, right? Or you can pay our team to get it set up for you and pay those hard costs, okay? But we're going to do this. We're going to do both for you at $11,189, where we're going to have the done with you and done for you program put together, where we're going to work deals. We're going to work 6 deals, 50-50 splits across the board. Of course, depending on what you do, if you do what you need to do, then it's 50-50 split. If you're like lagging and disappearing and shit, that can turn around into the 70-30 type deal, right? Because that means you got to pay our staff, you got to pay our closers, you got to pay the TCs, you got to pay transaction coordinators, all that good stuff to get this stuff done. You got to pay them, not me. You got to pay them. So then the splits are going to change, right? And I'm telling you that right now. And it's all on paper. We're all going to be papered up. There's agreements we got to sign and everything else. This is the real deal, right? And then the done for you program, for you, I should say, part of the program is, yes, when you're ready for it, right? We're going to get in. We're going to work manually, surfing for deals, submission. The mission is a submission, right? And then when you get those deals, your first deal, second deal, then we're going to start building out Yes, your CRM, your marketing. So you're not having to use paper and spreadsheets and all that bullshit, right? You're going to be working from your CRM. You're going to be working from your app that's on your phone, right? You're going to be working from your phone. You're going to be building a business that you can be proud of, that you can build out and share with your family, share with others, and hopefully build a legacy for yourself, as most people are wanting to do in the United States of America. So without further ado, scan that QR code. As you can see, there's myself and Miss Elizabeth, head of VIPeXecs Realty Lending and Investments, AHA Americans Helping Americans, AMPLive Media, obviously powered by AMPLive Media, media broadcasting and marketing company, and AMPLive, the American Mentee Program. I'm going to put my mug up here so you can see my face as well. If you need to scan that QR code, I will close it out with that. That is the greatest deal on the freaking planet. Nobody's going to do what we do because nobody wants to. Doesn't pay enough. It's not worth it. But that's not what we're here to do. At least that's not our mantra. We're all about integrity, loyalty, and communication. Communication can break down and repaired, but integrity and loyalty cannot. Once you break those, hey, don't call us. We won't call you. Don't call our staff. Good luck to you. And, you know, it is what it is. If that's not you, then this program is for you. And if you're tired of being beat up and you already spent $500 to $50,000 to $100,000 plus, and you're still spinning your wheels, you're still trying to do a deal here, deal there, maybe not, still trying to figure out wholesaling, still trying to figure out, oh, I think I need to do creative real estate investing. I think I need to do creative financing. Oh, I think I need to go buy some land. I'm going to do commercial. I'm going to do multifamily. You're just confused as shit with all the shiny objects. That's over. You won't have to ever do that again. As long as you follow directions, you show up to the party. That's it. 90% of it is showing up. 99% is right here in your mindset. So we're literally going to be, this is almost like a bonus. You're going to have a life coach that's going to help you. Everything that I've learned and people and associates that I have that work with me at the end of the day, but even myself, you know, I've studied Think and Grow Rich, 17 Principles of Success, all that good stuff, made it my core. I'm a God-fearing man. I'm not a holy roller, but I base my life on those things, right? And they work. I'm telling you, they work. And I want to share those with you if you follow those things, right? But here it is right there. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to put it down there since I'm already here, have been on live here, and we're kind of moving things to, you know, YouTube and all this other good stuff, and obviously Facebook, and throughout the, you know, this is the way we're changing everything up with AMPLive TV. So hopefully you have a rock and roll. I'm going to pull this up. It's already done right there, but I'm going to wrap this up real quick and go back to the very top with our 30 days to a deal challenge. And we'll leave it at that. So keep on rocking and rolling. Hope you have a great, wonderful day. I'm going to call it, we used to call it Wellness Wednesday, right? Which is about health. And it should be. But I'll flip flop it too. What about wow? W-O-W-ness, right? How about some wellness, right? Well. What does that even mean, right? Oh, I think it's just about hyping yourself up, having a positive mental attitude, the golden rule. All these things do help and they do work, right? Only you can give yourself a bad day, as I always say, right? And I know there's a lot of shit going on, some great shit, some crazy shit. You know, it is what it is. But the bottom line is we're all here to help each other. We're fellow Americans in the United States of America. And we're all about helping our fellow Americans, helping each other get to where we want to get to. Because we know that, hey, we can't be more successful and can't get more successful without you. We need you. You need us. Let's rock and roll together. Without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. I'm going to go ahead and change this because I don't like that little graphic there. That one's cool. Why not? Stop watching deals. Stop watching deals happen. Start putting yourself in position to get them. Get in the game. So leave it there. Scan that QR code. Also, you can scan the QR code that was down below for the American Mentee Program. Definitely reach out, touch bases with us if you're interested in doing so, okay? Talk to you soon. You have a glorious one, we'll go from there. Oh, tomorrow I'll be back for Thursday Deals Day, Friday highlights, Saturday for some training, Sunday rants and raves, and Mindset Money Monday. I will, don't forget, be part of the Real Estate Domination Networking webinar. That is Wednesday, March 18th, 7 p.m. Okay, there it is. You have a good one. Bye-bye.